Ready? Start. Financial sector is at the heart of the growth engine. Globalization helps channelize external savings to India to bridge the resource gap, but also renders the financial sector vulnerable to the vagaries of the global economy. We have seen this in the past in ample measure. It is essential to strengthen and modernize the legislative regulatory framework. There are some important recommendations of the Financial Sector Legislative Reforms Commission, like the enactment of the Indian Financial Code, which is considered necessary for better governance and accountability. It will be my endeavor to complete the ongoing process of consultations with all the stakeholders expeditiously on this. It is also essential to have a modern monetary policy framework to meet the challenge of an increasingly complex economy. Government will close consultation with the RBI put in place such a framework. While the impact of the above measures will be left in the medium term towards the same objective, I propose to 1. To advise financial sector regulators to take early steps for a vibrant, deep and liquid corporate bond market and deepen the currency derivative market by eliminating unnecessary restrictions. Extend a liberalized facility of 5% withholding tax to all bonds issued by Indian corporate abroad for all sector and extend the validity of the scheme. Liberalize the ADR/GDR regime to allow issuance of depository receipts on all permissible securities. Allow international settlement of Indian debt securities. Completely revamp the Indian depository receipt and introduce a much more liberal and ambitious Bharat depository receipt. Clarify the tax treatment on income of foreign fund whose fund managers are located in India to resolve a long-standing problem. Details will be presented in Part B. Para. The Indian capital markets have been a source of risk capital for a growing India. I propose to take a number of measures to further energize these markets, including introductions of uniform KYC norms and interusability of the KYC records across the entire financial sector. Introduce on single operating demat account so that the Indian financial sector consumers can access and transact all financial assets through this one account. There is an urgent need to change the current Indian accounting standards with the international financial reporting standards. I propose for adoption of the new Indian accounting standards by the Indian companies from this financial year voluntarily and the next financial year on compulsory basis. Para. There have been some suggestions for consolidation of public sector banks. Government in principle agrees to consider these suggestions. To provide all households in the country with services, a time-bound program would be launched as Financial Inclusion Mission on 15th August this year. It would particularly focus to empower the weaker sections of the society, including women, small and marginal farmers and laborers. Two bank accounts in each household are proposed to be opened, which will also be eligible for credit. Long-term financing for infrastructure has been a major constraint in encouraging large private sector participation in this sector. On the asset side, banks will be encouraged to extend long-term loans to infrastructure sector with flexible structuring to absorb potential adverse contingencies, sometimes known as the 5/25 structure. On the liability side, banks will be permitted to raise long-term funds for lending to infrastructure sector with minimum regulatory direction such as CRR para. After making suitable changes to current framework, a structure will be put in place for continuous authorization of universal banks in the private sector in the current financial year. RBI will create a framework for licensing small banks serving main interest local area banks, payment banks, etc. are contemplated to meet credit and remittance needs to small business, unorganized sector, low income households, farmers and migrant workforce. The rising non-performing assets of public sector banks is a matter of concern for the government. Six new debt recovery tribunals would be set up at Hyderabad, and the government will work out effective means for revival of other stressed assets. Benefits of issuance in India have not reached a large section of the people, and insurance penetration and density are very low. The government would work towards addressing this situation in multi-level manner with the support of all stakeholders concerned. This would including suitable incentives using banking correspondence, strengthening micro offices opened by public sector insurance. It is also proposed to take up the pending insurance laws for consideration of the Parliament. As part of the legislative initiatives under financial sector reforms, it is proposed to bridge the regulatory gap under the Price Cheats and Money Circulation Scheme Act 1987. Stop. This step is expected to facilitate effective regulation of companies and entities which have duped a large number of poor and vulnerable people in this country. To address the concerns of decline in savings rate and improving returns on small savers, I propose to revitalize small savings. In the PPF scheme, annual ceiling will be enhanced to rupees 1.5 lakh PA from 1 lakh at present.